Coming up on this week's episode, I have plenty of time, so I'm playing a bunch of games. And also, our dogs are very happy this Christmas. All this and more in this week's episode of... My name is Fraser.
And my name is Kai.
That's right, we're very, very happy this Christmas because our dogs are happy. But
That's right.
We'll get onto that in a second because we don't know how we are. How are you, Kai?
I'm alright, stressed, but otherwise, good. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Yeah.
I've had plenty of time at the moment to have some time off. But again, we'll get into that in a little bit. The thing that I'm really excited for this week, I'm really excited for something this week. It's been keeping me going because this is going to be like the first breath of normality around Christmas time with different people.
Oh, I bet you I can guess what it is.
Go on then.
Group bath.
That's right. We're all having a group bath and we're going to Santa's grotto, so we're all doing it together with Santa Claus. Cannot wait. Winter
Not sure
Wonderland.
I like that sentence.
Winter Wonderland has nothing on this. No, so this Friday, I'm going to be working in London again, and I've worked in London before, as you've heard from previous episodes. I've gone back to London since COVID's happened, and I think it was actually 2 months ago that I went. And yeah, it was nice. I enjoyed going to London, but I'm not going there for leisure purposes. I'm going there for work purposes. And you might be going, oh, work purposes, boring. Boo. And technically, yes, but at the same time, no, because for the first time in 2 years, I'm having a work Christmas meal and a work Christmas do with some people in London, which I'm really, really happy about. I'm really looking forward to. It literally hasn't been 2 years. It's been 2 years since the last time we did it, and last year, obviously, with COVID being at its peak, there was absolutely no chance we were doing it. And they're even saying that this year, because we've got a bunch of different offices in different places, but obviously I work in Bristol, and it's very obvious that most companies have one in London these days. I work in Bristol, and everybody in Bristol, like, we're not actually having a Christmas meal in Bristol because there's probably about equal amount of people in Bristol as London, but in Bristol, people seem to have a little bit of cold feet about it, which is understandable, you know? We're in a very treacherous time at the moment where we're not sure whether this new variant or not is going to be good or not. Well, obviously it's not going to be good.
Don't know if it's going to, like, fuck up everything again, do you?
Exactly. So some people are being cautious about it, which is completely fine. Do you know what? I'm even cautious about it. But it just happened to be that I needed to visit London at the same time. So me and a couple of others from my team in work are all going for a Christmas meal. Which means I rock up in the morning, work for an hour, and then there's Christmas games and mulled wine, and I fucking hate mulled wine. Do you like mulled wine?
No, not really, but I'll have it, you know. It's kind of something you have to have.
It's disgusting. It's
not
absolutely disgusting. Do you know what? The best mulled wine I've had, and it's still bad, I didn't like it, but the best mulled wine I had was when I went to Germany and went to an actual German Christmas market. They do mulled white wine as well, and I'm not a red wine drinker. I don't like red wine. I think it tastes like vinegar. White wine is
good.
It just tastes like absolute piss red wine, doesn't it? But white wine, on the other hand, is actually good. I think it tastes a bit fruity. And they did mulled white wine, and it was a bit odd because they actually kept the pulp and stuff from the grapes in it.
Oh.
Which at first I was like, I don't know about this. And I mean, I still don't like mulled wine. I didn't enjoy it, but it was better than any other mulled wine I've had, because mulled wine is typically red. Yeah. It's better than any other mulled wine I've had, but nah, not a fan.
I mean, the white one probably sounds nicer in general. I don't know.
Yeah.
White wine just has a bit of a nicer taste to it, you know?
Yeah, it definitely does. So that's going to be the morning. I'm going to see if I can...
That's the morning?
Yeah, that's the morning. I'm going to get there at I think it's 9:30 my train arrives. And they said at 10:45 they're doing Christmas games and mulled wine.
And at 11:20, you're going to be fucked out your head.
Well, that's it. So I'm trying to be responsible because I am going home the same day. And the last thing I want to do is be drunk on a train. I have been drunk on a train before. I think we've actually talked about this on a previous episode, or maybe when the podcast just started out. I think it's probably about then. August 2019. Maybe did we speak about it? I don't know. Might have spoke about it before. But I got drunk in London with a colleague in the London office because they were doing like a big barbecue. So the afternoon's a complete write-off. They were just doing the barbecue and drinks. And I drank quite a bit. And I didn't get drunk, but I got on the harder side of tipsy, where, one more and I would have been drunk. And I could still function. I could still remember absolutely everything. But when I got on the train and sat down, I passed out of tiredness. And if it wasn't for my colleague being there, I would have missed my stop because I didn't have an alarm set.
You probably would have been back in London. The train would probably have turned around and gone back.
Potentially, or it would have gone all the way down to Plymouth.
Oh, that'd be bad.
Yeah. So it was lucky that my colleague was there because he understood the situation. He wasn't a drinker. But when it got to my stop, he woke me up and said, "This is yours, right?" And I said, "Oh yeah, shit. Oh my God, I can't believe I fell asleep." That was the same day that the Sky News lady DM'd me. And I thought I was drunk because it just seemed like a completely unrealistic thing to happen whilst I was drunk.
That's weird.
Yeah. Anyway, and then we're going out for the Christmas meal. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be some good fun. I'm just hoping that I don't go too hard. I don't want to embarrass myself like I did 3 years ago.
Nah, you should anyway. Why not?
Oh, but I don't. Okay, I'll speak about it. What I did 3 years ago is I went completely blackout drunk. I drank too much because it's a free bar. They always do a free bar.
That is good.
And free bars are absolutely amazing. But because I'm a go hard or go home sort of guy, I'm always doing doubles all night.
Yeah.
You go and get two drinks.
This time
you'll
be doing doubles by 12 p.m.
You have double vodka. Well, yeah, exactly. And that's dangerous. You do double vodkas and everything because it's a free bar. It's a little bit cheaper for the people paying for the tab, but you go doubles. And then I remember, I think it was about like 7:30. I can't remember anything after that. And then I came round when I was feeling absolutely shit, waiting, leaning against a tree for my mum to arrive to pick me up from some place in Bristol. Apparently, whilst I was drunk, somebody brought me out water just to like try and sober me up a bit. And then I said, "What is this?" And he went, "It's water." And I went, "I don't want that." And I poured it out. That's such a horrible dick move. I don't do dick moves, but clearly when I'm blackout drunk, that was a bit of a dick move. That's the only thing I did that was embarrassing, mind. I felt really bad when I heard about it, but otherwise I was told that I was very happy, very excitable, ultimately fun to be around, but it's just that moment was very embarrassing. I'm just like, I'm not going to do that ever again.
We all say that though.
I'm not going to do that as much as I can control it anyway.
Yeah, you're right.
But other than that, that's the Christmas thing that's exciting for this week. I've still got to do some Christmas shopping though.
Yeah?
What? Yeah, just a little bit, but it sounds like you've got a lot to do, Kai.
No, I've done it, but it was very stressful trying to work out what to get people.
Oh, right. Oh, you've done it.
I have, yeah. It was just really stressful. Like, this year, last year was the year where, it was easy to get something for someone because everything was in lockdown. Anyone just wanted anything, Yeah. This year, now everything's back open and people have gone and done whatever they want, got whatever they want.
Yeah.
What do you get someone,
That is true, actually, yeah. The amount of money we've saved and just bought it ourselves.
Yeah. And I feel bad for, getting pretty naff things this year for people,
I mean, it's the thought that counts, really.
It is, but it's just, it's always nice to get something that someone likes more than dislikes. Like, the thing I've got you, I think you're just going to laugh at.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no, now I'm concerned.
No, you'll like it. I don't know how many boxes you've got from me, but
I've got one big box from Amazon. It's not like a big box, but it's a box which looks like it could probably contain about 8 light bulbs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's quite a weird comparison.
That is a little bit of a weird comparison.
But I don't know if you've bought one of those smart light bulbs, haven't you? You can change the light color.
Have, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you could probably fit about 8 light bulbs in it.
Okay.
I don't know. Obviously, I don't know what it is.
It might have 8 light bulbs in it.
But either way, I've accidentally just revealed to you what your Christmas present is. So I need to buy you something else.
Not a light bulb.
No, not a light bulb, 8 light bulbs.
Oh, not 8 light bulbs.
Yeah, it's going to get you 8 light bulbs.
I wanted 6.
Oh, bollocks. I completely gone and ruined it now.
No bollocks. Just 8 light bulbs.
I thought 6.
No, I changed my mind now.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. If you're offering it, you might as well.
I've still got to buy for you. I've bought for most people. I've just got to buy for you.
Yeah.
You're the one I've not bought anything for.
Yeah, I'm difficult with stuff.
I mean, I've got an idea.
Yeah?
But I just don't know if it will be done in time. If I get this. Ominous, I know. Anyway, so you said you've done all of yours now. Everybody that's going to be receiving gifts. Who haven't you done?
Sherry. That's it.
Oh, right, okay.
I was going to say and Aiden, but you know, I've got something for Aiden, so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's not too bad then.
Yeah.
But hey, well, Christmas is coming up, and we're winding down, and that's coming up next. So with Christmas coming up, Kai, obviously that's the time of year where you're supposed to wind down, relax, kick back a little bit. Do you think you're going to be doing that?
No.
Oh, well, you've gone and completely ruined Christmas. Why not?
I will, you know, after probably like the 24th for like a week or two, but at the moment, daily videos, very stressful. That's pretty much the reason that I won't be winding down at any point yet.
How many have you done in advance? Are you ahead of schedule?
Yeah, no.
That is not promising.
In terms of recording, I'm ahead of schedule. In terms of editing, no.
Ah, okay.
You know, at the moment, I've got up until today, when this comes out, edited.
Oh, that's not bad.
Then I've got about 6 videos left to edit that I've recorded.
Right.
And then I've got a few more to record whilst I'm away.
I see.
So, yeah, generally though, I want to try and get most stuff kind of edited by Saturday next week.
Yeah.
And the painful thing is, the thing that comes out next Saturday has been a 9-hour recording on its own. So,
yeah, that's
taking up
something.
A lot of time, you know.
Jesus. Well, do you think you're going to get that in time? Get that done in time?
Yeah.
Oh, that does not sound promising.
Yeah, should do. I'm going to dedicate a lot of time over the next couple of days just to get stuff done, you know?
Yeah.
And over the next, like, week.
But once you've done your editing, you're going to wind down. You're going to have a bit of a break.
Yes.
That's good. Have you got anything planned with your friends, with your family? I think you mentioned in a couple of episodes ago you're probably going to have a bit of a quiet Christmas. But have you got anything else planned, like, to fill up that quietness?
I've got a gig on the 22nd.
Oh, nice.
My band's playing in Tunbridge Wells again.
Mm-hmm.
They invited us back for a Christmas show, so we were like, okay, sounds good. So we're doing that. I've got a gig on the 16th as well.
Yep.
Down in Brighton, which will be fun. And then over Christmas, generally I'm here, and then I'm visiting my mum for the first time in 2 years.
Lovely.
On I think just near the end of December, coming back beginning of January some point.
Nice.
But yeah, it should be okay, you know.
I forgot that New Year was a thing.
It doesn't really feel like it anymore, does it? Because nothing really happens.
Like, how are we in December of 2021? Literally, next month is we're going to be in the year 2022.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get my head around that. I feel like every single year really is going too fast now. Like, if you think about how the last decade went, 2010 to 2020, or 2019, that went so slow.
Yeah.
in 2010, I was in year 7 going into year 8.
Yeah.
And it feels mental to say that was 11 years ago.
It really does, doesn't it? I was thinking back to when I got my first tattoo. That was over 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel like 4 years ago.
Getting old, moving on in life, and it's really sad.
I know, it is, it kind of sucks, you know, but I guess
It does.
it's nice as well. It's nice kind of just to grow up and kind of be yourself more, I guess.
Yeah.
When you're in school and stuff, you're very, I don't know about you, but I was very much like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do something because blah, 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 you know? But now
Yeah,
I'm like,
definitely.
Fuck it, I'm doing it. Just
Definitely.
all the time.
I mean, I was bullied for being myself, basically, and then
Everyone was, yeah.
I left that friendship group and then went to another friendship group where I was able to be myself. And you're definitely more restricted. But then when you have that freedom outside of school to be who you want to be, then it is nice to be able to, just grow yourself a little bit more. Especially like at the very start. So like I've been in my job for 5 years now, and it's 5 years later, and I'm starting to reevaluate. Like, one of the first interview questions they ask you in your first job is, where do you plan to be in 5 years? Now I'm at that 5-year point. I'm like, right, well, I'm not in an interview, but I'm going to ask myself, what do I want to do?
I thought, if we were going back to when you first had that interview, Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
You could have been, Pokemon Go master.
I actually did play Pokemon Go on the days of the interviews.
You played it with Martin?
Yeah, so it wasn't. That wasn't for the interview for the current job that I have, but that was for the interview just before that. And yeah, the Oxcast happened to be in Bath whilst I was having that interview. So I went for the interview, and then I went out in this really smart clothing after playing Pokemon Go with them. Actually, I say that I got changed, but I was in really smart clothing that same day.
God, you know what? I miss Pokemon Go.
I do as well. Pokemon Go is good fun. It's one of those elite games of its time.
It was, and the weirdest thing? Imagine if Pokemon Go came out just before, like, everything that's gone down in the last couple of years.
Dead game.
It would have been dead in days.
Yep.
Like,
I'd say it died after that summer, to be honest. But that summer of 2016.
Because I think, winter comes in, no one wants to play anymore.
Yeah, no one's going outside. But summer 2016 was the best summer ever. I actually ran into friends that were playing Pokemon Go just by chance.
And then you were competing with them as well, like
exactly. And then you run into strangers as well. I remember there was this one guy in the park that was on a bike who came up to me and a couple of friends that I ran into by chance. He's like, "Oh, you play Pokemon Go as well?" And then there was just this massive chat for like 30, 45 minutes about similar games and just Pokemon Go in general. It was so good. But
it was good.
That era's past now.
It really sucks that it's just done now,
Yeah, I think there'll be another game like it that will come with time, but like there's been plenty of games that have tried to copy it and failed, like Harry Potter, whatever that one was called.
That in Orlando in the taxi.
Yeah, and it was good, to be fair. I did enjoy playing that, but it just didn't have the same traction as Pokemon Go.
No, because everyone likes Pokemon.
Exactly.
Even if you don't like Pokemon, you like some of the Pokemon,
Yeah. You recognise it. Anybody recognises Pokemon, regardless of whether you're interested or not.
Even though people recognise Harry Potter, it's a bit more complex, Pokemon is you see Pokemon, you throw a ball.
Yeah. Whereas Harry Potter, you had to do specific spells, and then there was a little bit extra to it, and I think the complexity of that kind of drew people away.
Yeah.
On the topic of gaming, though, and on the topic of Christmas in general, this is a great merger topic now. When I've been winding down for Christmas, I always get into playing games again. And I play a bunch of games that I never normally play, things that are like single player sometimes, and I focus on it.
You'd say what the first one in the list is, because I was like, what do you mean you don't play that?
Well, just for the example, last year when I had 2 weeks off for Christmas, I played this game that was called Not Tonight. And I literally haven't played it since the 30th of December 2020. It's been a whole year. It's essentially a UK/EU focused version of Papers, Please.
I remember.
and it's a really good game. I do enjoy that game. But it's games like that where I would only really get in the mood to play it over Christmas because I'm in the mood to play stuff that's a bit more different, things that require a little bit of time to focus on it.
Because you do have time.
Exactly, because I do have plenty of time. And I haven't played it since, probably because like I associate actually with being in a Christmassy mood. So probably more towards Christmas I'll play it again this year. But at the moment, as I've been having a few more days off because I need to use up some of my holiday days before the end of the year, I've been playing on Rust with friends again, and it's been so fun playing on Rust with friends again. Oh my god, I have loved it so much. The hype of Rust at the start of this year with Rust RP, with it very quickly dying off 1 month later, really helped to like reignite my interest in Rust and everybody else's interest in Rust. We probably played it for about 4 or 5 months before we eventually then died off of it. But then we've been playing it again this time round, this month, and we've already been raided and we've lost all of our shit, which is very unfortunate. But it is nice to play things like that because we've all got a little bit more time.
Yeah, I get that.
And the good thing is, today, the day the podcast is being released, the Halo Infinite campaign is going to be released. I've been playing on the Halo Infinite multiplayer beta because that's been out for a good few weeks now. But the actual campaign itself is coming out today at 6 p.m. So at the exact same time this episode releases, Halo Infinite campaign is now out. And I'm really, really looking forward to playing it. I feel like, compared to when I was a lot younger, I'm really into story games now.
Yeah, when you're young, you're not too story-based. You're more, I want to play.
Exactly. You see a cutscene, you skip. Whereas now you're like, don't skip the fucking cutscene or I'll be upset.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like kids nowadays are kind of like that as well, though, you know?
What, don't skip the cutscene or do skip the cutscene?
Don't skip them, like, generally, because I think if they're playing it, they will. But if they're like watching a video of it or something, they won't.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, I think videos have definitely helped to reignite people's interest in having a look at stories a lot more.
Yeah.
But, yeah, definitely when I was younger, I didn't give a shit about any story.
No, neither did I. And then you'd be like, don't know what I'm doing now.
The only annoying thing, though, about this Halo Infinite campaign is that it takes place after Halo 5, and that is the one Halo game I have never played.
Right. Because
I never upgraded to Xbox One. Obviously, that's now been succeeded by the Xbox Series X, but I never upgraded to Xbox One to play Halo 5. So I think what I might do is watch a couple of Let's Plays of, or at least watch the breakdown cutscenes so I can see the storyline of it. But our friend Will, Grunt Will, for those of you who know him by his Twitter he was playing Halo 5 yesterday. He hadn't played the game in like 5-6 years. I can't remember when it was released now, but at least 5 years. And he said, yeah, it's absolutely shite. So I've not missed out on anything. I understand why it's shite, but I'm not going to go into the logistics of that because there's going to be quite a few people that will not be interested in me talking about why 343 Industries ruined Bungie's take on Halo. Yeah, see, that's boring just by me saying that. But yeah, it sounds like I'm not missing out on anything. But I do want to catch up with the story. So then when I do play Halo Infinite campaign, then I am at least placing myself in the storyline somewhere. Because I know everything up to Halo 4, no problem.
Yeah. Fair.
But in terms of you gaming, though, you've been playing a couple of games lately as well, even though you don't play games as much now.
Yeah, I don't know. I really lost interest in games. I think it was, I don't know why, but you know, I bought the new Pokemon, like the remake of Diamond and Pearl. I haven't played it. I've had it for almost a month and I've still not played it.
It's surprising.
Yeah, I think it's just because I haven't really had the motivation to play it, you know, or like had a reason to kind of play it. I was going to stream it, but then what happened? Something happened, and I think I was just busy, didn't get a chance, and now it's just kind of been sat on my shelf. So I'll probably stream at some point this month instead of a video, but yeah, that's been sat on my desk, on my shelf even. But I have been playing a puzzle game.
Ooh,
which you played before. It's called TikTok: A Tale for Two.
I have played this,
and it's so difficult at times. Like, I got the idea of some things right. There's, you know, the beginning first 4 levels, you get the gist of it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But then that fucking bell level, the most annoying thing ever.
I know what the game. I know what the answer to that level is, but also explain the game for people that have never heard of TikTok Tale for Two. Like, what generally is the game?
There's 2 of you. You both have different screens, but you both select So one of you selects player 1, one of you selects player 2, and then player 2 has a different screen completely to player 1. And it seems like you're basically investigating like what seems like a murder, right?
Yeah.
And you both have to kind of help each other solve this murder from different perspectives of time, basically.
Yeah.
And it's really difficult. Like it's just so difficult. Like, and then there's this level with, you know, the bells that I was just on about that make no sense to start with, but then you finally get the idea of what it is. But it takes you like 15 minutes or so just to work out how to ring like 3 bells.
Yeah.
And then here comes like the bird, you know, the bird in the cage. And the bird in general is just annoying. I was player 2, but I watched a video of like 2 other people playing it afterwards, and the bird with its like on like this clock and whatever else, trying to make you select where these gems go, or like these crystals go, and you're like, fuck off, bird.
Yeah.
But then there's this bird in the cage, and I worked out very quickly it was Morse code because I've been playing Keep Talking Nobody Explodes like a couple of weeks ago.
Oh yes.
And I worked out quickly that the bird's eyes were kind of like Morse code sort of orientated, I guess.
Yeah.
And then I worked out very quickly how to solve that last puzzle as well there. But God, it's a challenge and a half, you know. I really enjoy those puzzle games, but they're fucking a nightmare.
They are. They really are. But they're very rewarding.
They are, until it says you've wasted 98 minutes playing this game.
Oh yes.
Which it does say.
It does actually say that. There's a puzzle
it's been
game
out for like a year or so like, you know, you don't have to like. I'm not bothered about spoiler stuff. If you're bothered about it, sorry.
Yeah.
But that's not really a spoiler. Anyway,
there's a puzzle game that I've got my eye on at the moment, which has literally only just came out on the 7th, called Heavenly Bodies. And Heavenly Bodies is basically another puzzle game. You're by yourself, but ultimately you're an astronaut in space, and you have to make your way through different astronaut-focused scenarios without gravity. And it's essentially... Have you ever played QWOP before?
I've played QWOP, yeah.
Where, and like I Am Bread, where essentially one controls one arm, one controls another arm, another one is your leg. It's essentially like that in terms of controls. Oh, actually, getting over it with Bennett Foddy.
Oh, I hated that.
It's that sort of physics where you have control over your arms, and your entire body will react based on where you grab and stuff. So it's very similar to that in terms of physics.
Hated that. So,
and I really want to give it a go. It looks really good. So it's only just come out, but I'm going to wait for some reviews to come in. There's only 3 reviews at the moment. And each of those reviews only have an hour and 0.7 hours on the clock. So I want to wait and see if there's anybody who puts in a good amount of time, because normally the reviews reflect the play time. I know when I play a story game or a puzzle game, I normally review at the time of completion.
Yeah.
For example, The Room 1, 2, 3, and 4. I always review at the time of completion. I think in my reviews I say my play time is the amount of time it took to complete this game.
Yep.
So that's actually quite useful when it comes around to people weighing up whether it's worth buying it or not.
Yeah, that's fair.
So yeah, we'll see. But yeah,
You're
good
lucky.
things
If
to
I
look
don't
forward
enjoy
to.
a game, I stop.
Oh, that's always the worst way to get into things.
Yeah. But yeah, good things.
Yeah, good things to look forward to, good things for us to do over Christmas, and things to look forward to. I know that Koda's got something to look forward to every day as well now, doesn't he?
He definitely does. I made him an advent calendar.
That is adorable.
Because it was his birthday the other day. He's 2 years old now.
I can't believe he's 2 years old.
Do you remember picking him up like almost 2 years ago?
Yeah, in 2 months' time, it would have been 2 years since we picked him up, which is unbelievable.
Yeah. And we picked him up like slightly earlier than they were meant to go.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like by like a day or two, so it's not like anything groundbreaking.
Yeah.
But he fits in like really well here, and he's asleep out in the hallway right now. He's having a lovely time, you know.
What a good boy.
Yeah, he is a good boy. But I thought I'd make him an advent calendar, you know, to make him excited for Christmas as well. You know, it's nice.
What are you putting in his calendar? Has he got different things every day?
Yeah, so he's got treats every day.
Yeah. I bet he wakes up now that you said that. Like you said the T word.
No, he doesn't really respond to that, you know?
Oh, fair enough. I know Beta does. You say
Beta
the T word,
would.
and her head cocks immediately, and she runs straight towards the jar where they're held.
See, I don't have them in jars. He hears the packet.
Oh, she does that as well, especially with the solidified grated milk.
Ooh.
I'm saying that because the door is open, and if I say the C word, she will come running in.
Solidified grated milk.
Yep.
Good.
So maybe you should give Koda some solidified grated milk.
Some solidified grated milk, Koda.
Yeah. So he comes running in. Oh my god, I love solidified grated milk.
he did put his head up, to be fair, so...
Oh my god.
Oh.
It's official. Oh, I'm going to tweet that.
Funny.
Solidified grated milk.
I think we got this week's episode title as well.
Oh no.
We can call it like the story of solidified grated milk.
Oh dear.
We could call it the Christmas story of solidified grated milk.
Even worse. Anyway, he's very lucky, and I know Beta would be very, very jealous.
Oh yes, he's got a toy every fifth day as well. Except I switched out the fifth for the fourth for this month, just because his birthday's on the 4th. So then 4th, 10, 15, 20, and then 25th he's got a big one with some like extra things in.
Adorable.
And yeah, it should be nice. And whilst I'm away, I'm gonna get my dad to send me like a picture or a video of him having his treat. Because I'm gone for like I think 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
And yeah, he should have a lovely Christmas. And he's very excited, I'm sure. You can tell he's so excited he's asleep right now, you know? that shows true excitement.
I'm surprised he's not like sniffing the calendar or anything.
He would, but I got a bunch of boxes in the way, so he can't
fair
get
enough.
to it. Yeah, it's all back in the Tesco bag, you know, that it was all in originally.
Nice.
Yeah, but I you know what, Fraser? I hear Beta's getting a lot of attention, you know? Go on.
She is, yeah, she's getting attention. With me having extra time off, I'm able to actually play with her and give her a lot much needed attention. Unfortunately, she isn't going out for walks too much because the weather is awful. So it's good. It's good that I'm giving her extra attention because she needs it. She needs to get her energy being used a lot inside the house. She gets a lot of attention anyway, but she's getting extra attention while I'm not working.
Oh, yes.
So yeah, spoilt doggos everywhere.
Oh, yes.
But I think that's all we have time for this week's episode. So thank you all so much for listening to this week's episode of... Make sure you follow us right here on Spotify so you get updated as to when we upload new episodes. Follow us over on our Twitters as well, at Stuck in a Podcast, at FraserIRL, and at Kairos Best, especially our personal ones, because we post quality content, like I've just gone and tweeted, solidified grated milk. So make sure you follow us there. Also, we hope you have a fantastic week, have a fantastic weekend as well, and let us know at Stuck in a Podcast what you're getting up to on the wind down for Christmas. Maybe you're finishing school soon and you've got plans to spend time with your family, but what about when you're spending time by yourself? You playing games as well, just like us? Let us know by tweeting us at Stuck in a Podcast. Have you got anything else to say?
Nah, not really.
Cool, and until next time, thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to open today's day of your advent calendar because you don't want to go and have a backlog on the next day, bitch.